It's a San Francisco version of a Cinderella story, only this fairy tale started decades ago.
Yep, this was long before anyone knew what an industry disruptor or influencer was, and years before Mark Zuckerberg was even born.
More than 40 years ago, two sisters came to San Francisco, and a simple flip of a coin would lead them to build a billion-dollar brand. Before Jobs and Wozniak or Page and Brin, another dynamic duo in the Bay Area was disrupting an industry norm.
Everyone kind of looked at our mom and aunt as these two 6'1", identical twin, gorgeous Midwesterners who could put on a damn good show.
In 1978, Jane and Jean Ford, twin sisters from Indiana, landed in San Francisco with no money and no real plan.
To be honest, they just wanted to get weird in San Francisco in the 70s.
They flipped a coin. It was between selling casseroles or cosmetics.
They had no business opening up a makeup store, like for real, none.
Maggie and Annie Ford Danielson are Jean Ford's daughters.
They just put it to good work, and they just started creating some really simple, easy products that they could, throw on women and get them out the door looking good.
The Ford sisters borrowed a few $1,000s to open the Face Place in a seedier area of the Mission District. It would be the first and only time they would ever borrow money. Over the next 15 years, the Ford sisters opened boutiques around the Bay Area and grew their catalog business.
They didn't know necessarily what they were doing, but they knew that they were going to make it work.
In 1999, they were bought by Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton. Today, industry insiders say Benefit's annual revenue is around $1.5 billion, and it now has close to 700 employees in San Francisco alone.
It's not what we're used to now. Yeah. Now it's like make
boom,
$1
boom,
million
you're worth
in a month
$2 billion.
And then sell it, IPO, move on, move on, move on.
But that was not the case for this brand.
That's why we created Roller Lash.
Maggie and Annie are now following in their mom and aunt's footsteps as Benefit's global brand ambassadors. They each sell products on the Home Shopping Network and promote the products and philosophy on social media.
People's knowledge of product and makeup is so much more elevated now.
Despite a new wave of makeup brands being sold exclusively online, Benefit's brick-and-mortar stores continue to be a huge part of their business.
People are still desperate for that in-person connection, and that's why this in-store experience is so crucial to Benefit, because that's what we were built on. San Francisco, it's a city that is free-spirited, it has rule breakers, it's open-minded, it's free-thinking.
Much like the Ford sisters. Jean Ford passed away earlier this year, but her spirit is felt in every corner of the Benefit offices and in the products.
If you do what she doesn't expect and you make that your norm, then you're going to blow her mind every day.
So you may be wondering, how did they come up with the name Benefit? Well, as the brand began to expand, they learned that their former name, the Face Place, was already taken. Jane Ford had just returned from a trip to Italy and loved saying the Italian word bene, and she wanted to find a word that fits with bene. The sisters decided to change the company's name to Benefit, and the rest, as they say, is history.